guys, so before we start the video, on the map that you're going to see on screen is the current status of the virus as of 3/16/2020. And yeah, I just wanted to let you guys know so you can properly analyze the map. And yeah, so I just wanted to Tori from the future coming in and let you know about that. So let's go ahead and get into the video. Hey guys, what's up? So today I am back with a random video. Now today we're going to talk about the recent health crisis, I guess you'd say, like the coronavirus. If you haven't heard of it, have you been living in the ground? It's absolutely everywhere, and the media is really making it 10 times worse than it actually is. A lot of people are also saying that it's basically the flu, which is also not true. So there's a lot of miscommunication, miseducation, I guess you'd say. And I'm nowhere near certified to talk about it, but I feel as though I can input my opinion and maybe educate you guys on some stuff that I personally know as a fact. So let's just get into it. So the coronavirus is not basically the flu. You have a lot of flu-like symptoms, but it's a lot more severe. But it's also not to the point where millions and millions of people are dying. Like the death rate is maybe like 10, 100,000 plus, I'd say, which is not close to a million. I mean, it's still tragic, but it's not really like this could threaten the whole entire population and we might all die out. Like, it's not as big as the media is saying it is. It's just more, it's really severe. You have a lot of cold symptoms, you have a lot of flu symptoms, you have other things like shortness of breath, that type of thing. And you have a dry cough, you have headaches, you have sometimes aches and pains, sometimes sore throat, sometimes fatigue, and rare diarrhea, rare runny nose, and you don't sneeze. So there's a few similar things to the flu and the cold aspect of the virus, but it's still really serious. It affects mainly infants, like really young people, and then like really really young, like I said, infants or like toddlers, like maybe newborn to 2, I would say, like really young, and then older people like I don't know, 60 something and up, as far as I've heard. That's the main people they affect. They also affect people with weak immune systems and like lung problems like lung disease, cancer, asthma, everything like that. So your girl's kind of in that range. Because I have a very weak immune system just naturally, and I also have pretty severe asthma, so wish me luck, y'all. But yeah, the media is just freaking everybody out, and everyone's like, oh my god, this is so scary, like schools are shutting down. And yes, that portion could be scary at points. Like, for example, my school shut down for at least a week, possibly more. Let's hope it doesn't get to be more, but yeah, like Disneyland closed. Yeah, I think it was Disneyland. I don't know. There's Disneyland and Disney World. I'm like 99.9% sure it's Disneyland. But anyway, like different places are shut down. You have toilet paper shortages, you have tissue shortages, you have overall like canned food overall shortages. So yes, that could be scary. But it kind of is, honestly, but we should all just stay calm, and I think that'll help the situation a lot more, to just kind of relax and say, hey, we are not in bad times as far as medicine goes. We have enough technology to possibly generate a vaccine, or something that'll kind of stop the virus. We also have good hand soap, we have hand sanitizer, we have like good modern things to help us out to possibly stop completely or at least slow down this virus, to the point where, schools can open up again and people aren't in quarantine or quarantine them, like self-quarantine in their homes and all that. Yeah, just I encourage everyone that is watching this video, and even people not watching this video, to just stay calm, because we have more modern solutions to this. We're not in like bubonic plague times where you just bloodlet and that should help. Like we have more modern medicine. We have like Tylenol, which will not completely get rid of the virus, but it will, bring down the symptoms so they're not as severe. And we have all that modern medicine. And I'm very optimistic, and I'm very certain that this will go away pretty soon. Not exactly go away, but at least slow down a bit. Like China, for example, the place that the virus started in, is already slowing down in the number of cases that they're seeing. As they put it, they kind of passed the peak or the bad portion, like the really bad portion of the virus. But of course, the rest of the world isn't as lucky, obviously, from all the news. So, things that you can do to prevent it, to kind of slow down the pace, is, wash your hands. Try not to touch your face. Try not to, like, share water. And and like beverages and food, and try not to, like, don't exactly isolate yourself from people, but kind of stay away from larger gatherings. Like, for example, TwitchCon, that's a pretty large gathering with like 100 plus people. Like, don't go to that type of thing. And I think that's actually closed. I think that was canceled. A lot of tours are being canceled, so I highly suggest, again, don't completely isolate yourself, but if you are feeling like kind of sick, either go to a doctor or just stay home if you're pretty certain it's just a cold, because we don't want to infect anybody else. So, yeah, just be hygienic. Take showers, wash your hands, and if you don't have a near like soap area, like a full-on washing hands, just use hand sanitizer and just be sanitized. Like, you should have been washing your hands before the virus, but now wash them like a lot more. Like after you touch doorknobs that a lot of people touched, wash their hands or apply hand sanitizer, or like, do basic precautions to kind of stop this virus from spreading. Or if you just sneeze into your elbow, or sneeze into a napkin or something, and then throw away that napkin appropriately, and wash down countertops and other surfaces that could possibly generate germs. Like, just kind of do all that stuff to prevent this virus from spreading, because the Lord knows, we don't need any more of it. So, yeah, be safe out there. Um, don't let the media fool you. Not everything you see is real, which a lot of us already knew, but now it's even more true. So be careful out there, and yeah, just be sanitary, y'all.